There's a couple of people scheduled. We have, so, sorry about that. I feel I am charged with moving us along like rapidly tonight. That would be pre-warned. Okay, approval of the agenda. Can I get a mover? Councillor Stroud, Councillor Sani, I'll move along, don't worry. All those in favor of the agenda? Oh, that passes very nicely, thank you. Confirmation of the minutes of March 29, 2018 for ARC. Mover, Councillor Schell, seconder, Councillor Bohm. All those in favor? Everybody was probably there. Okay, disclosure of pecuniary interest. I expect not. Seeing none, moving on. No delegations, no briefings. 7, business. A, report received from Arts Advisory Committee. The first element is 1, or I, appointments to the Poet Laureate Working Group. That Councillor Neal and Karma Tom be appointed to the Poet Laureate Working Group with a term expiring November 30, 2018. Anyone got any comment? Seeing none? Oh, okay, didn't think so. Okay, can I have a mover? Councillor Stroud, Councillor Sanik. All those in favor? Seeing no opposed, I won't even ask for it. Okay, now, or 1-1. Appointments to the Mayor's Arts Awards Nominations Working Group. Now, we have a problem. The first person, Mark Garnis, has withdrawn his name. So we need we're just going to go by consent. You've been informed. If you have an objection, now is the time to bring it up. Okay? So really what I was going to say is that Armand Garnett Ruffo and Emily Pelstring be appointed as members of the public to the Mayor's Arts Awards Nominations Working Group with term expiring November 30, 2018. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bohm, second by Councillor Schell. All those in favor? That passes. Okay. Now we're on to 7B, report received from the Arts Advisory Committee. 2017 Arts Advisory Committee annual report card, that the 2017 Arts Advisory Committee report card be approved as a summary of the work accomplished by the Arts Advisory Committee. Be informed by the clerk that this is a report of the chair of the Arts Advisory Group. We can't change it. You can't amend it because it's someone's report. So, does staff have anything to say? Briefly.
Through you, Chair, as has already been pointed out from the Chair of the Arts Advisory Committee, outlining their work from the previous calendar year, 2017. It outlines a set of priorities that they set out for themselves over the course of that calendar year and highlights some of the delegations they received. Most notably in 2017 was the establishment of the inaugural Mayor's Arts Awards Nomination Working Group and the first round of awards being handed out as part of that program in the fall of 2017. There's also ongoing work of the Public Art Working Group that's identified here. And I should probably also highlight that out of the priority setting exercises that they did at the outset of 2017, they were very keenly focused on this notion of professional development. And that is what led to the development of the Professional Development Working Group, looking at a lot of the opportunities that already exist in Kingston, how to best leverage those within the arts community and looking at where there's gaps. It's quite a remarkable cross-section of people who've been appointed to that working group in terms of the interests that they represent as well as the communities. We are looking forward to seeing some of the first outcomes of their work in 2018, but they did a lot of their foundational work in 2017. And the other thing I'll just draw your attention to in terms of the last page, page 5, the committee has had a number of ongoing discussions about representation and diversity at this table, and it's not just about Arts Advisory, but committees generally within the City of Kingston. There's been a strong focus on trying to find ways to incorporate Indigenous and First Peoples as part of this committee, and I think there's an opportunity through the Arts Advisory to play a leadership role in this. We're having some challenging discussions about how you bring people from differing cultural contexts into the bureaucracy of city government and how we can make that work. And we're making progress within the context of this committee, and I look forward to 2018's report being able to share the outcomes of those efforts.
And I assume in that last staff is intimately involved, because that's quite challenging.
Yes, through you, staff are involved, but also the clerk's office quite a bit too, because it's also about how we do the business of managing advisory committees within the city and how we can incorporate people of differing cultures and languages.
Any question on the committee? None. Any comment from the public?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I think this really represents some tremendous progress and achievement. Should be celebrated, what we're doing here. We're really creating a culture around culture in Kingston. And I just want to make a comment, looking at page 4, which talks about additional work undertaken by the working group included, and then bullet point 3, a legacy project for poet laureate Helen Humphreys. I just want to comment, I was down in Toronto and I visited their city hall, which actually has a library branch right inside it. And they have all of their poets laureate actually with legacy displays there, including examples of their work, short bios of their career, photographs, and that kind of thing. And I was just extraordinarily impressed with that. So I'm really happy to see that you're doing this. Certainly, she's among our nation's most outstanding poets. We're fortunate to have her in this post, but I'd like to see the previous poets laureate also receive some attention. So I'll just pass on my congratulations for the fine work.
Thank you. I didn't hear any questions there, but good comments. Yeah, fair enough. So the motion is that the 2017 Arts Advisory Committee report card be approved as a summary of the work accomplished by the Arts Advisory Committee. Do I have a mover? Councillor Stroud, second by Councillor Bohm. Any comments? Councillor Schell.
Yes, Chair, just congratulations. What a very busy group. We're not all like that. So, yeah, this is a wonderful report card and so concise, but shows just how much work is being done along, the lines of the culture plan, but also branching out into all sorts of other areas. It's just tremendous. Thanks.
Anyone else? I'll just say my impressions entirely. Sometimes these things have not been particularly a lot going on, it seemed, particularly probably in the beginning when nobody was quite sure what they were supposed to be doing. And who's the chair?
It's currently Jane Cargis, who's come up as a youth representative, and I'm drawing a blank on, she replaced Barbara Bell, who was the chair for quite a while, who's the executive director of the Kingston Writers Fest.
A lot of good work here, getting a lot done. And are you happy with them? There's not enough public here that just tell us.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so any other comments? All those in favor? Passed unanimously. Let's see. Now, we have no motions. We have no notices of motion. We have no other business. So, of course, the next meeting, the clerk points out, is on a Wednesday, July the 4th, unless you're American, in which case you will not be here. But I expect there's not too many of those. So that's it. Kind of a motion to adjourn. Councillor Sanik, Councillor Bohm. Did Councillor Stroud have something he wanted to say before we adjourn? Okay. All those, you'll get hit by Councillor Sani. All those in favor? Okay, passes.